Hello everyone, my name is Shreya and I am a legal intern at Lexis and Company. I am pursuing BLLB honors from Law College Dehradun Uttaranchal University. I am currently in 7th semester and I'm glad to have this opportunity of interning at Lexis and Company, because of which I am able to present to you guys with this video. So the purpose and topic for this video is the special leave petition under Article 136 of the Indian Constitution. So let's begin. So the Constitution of India under Article 136 vests the Supreme Court of India with a very special power, that is to grant a special leave to appeal against any judgment or order or decree in any matter or cause passed or made by any court, tribunal in the territory of India. However, it cannot be used against any order of the defense codes of India. So this is a special power which is bestowed upon the Supreme Court to grant leave against any judgment in case any substantial constitutional question of law is involved, or there is any gross injustice has been done to the parties. Only in that case the parties will be able to appeal in the Supreme Court of India under Article 136. So special leave petition holds a prime place in the Indian judicial system, and it provides the aggrieved party a special permission. It gives it a special permission to be heard in the apex court in any appeal against any judgment order of any court or tribunal in the territory of India. So, and it can also be filed up in case the High Court refuses to grant the certificate of fitness for the appeal to Supreme Court. In that case also the SLP can be filed. So these are basically the two cases when you are aggrieved by any court's decision or the High Court refuses to give the fitness certificate of the appeal, which can be referred to Supreme Court of India. So what is the time frame within which an SLP can be filed? An SLP can be filed against any judgment of the High Court within 90 days from the date of judgment, and in case where the High Court refuses to grant the fitness certificate, it can be filed within 60 days from that order of the High Court. So this was regarding the time period. Moving on to who can file the SLP. Any aggrieved party can file the SLP against the judgment or the order or the refusal of the High Court for the grant of fitness certificate. So any aggrieved party can file. Basically it is a article which gives wide power to the Supreme Court to hear appeals. However, it is always upon the discretion of the Supreme Court that whether they want to hear the appeal or not. That is, you can, and the Supreme Court can always refuse to hear the appeal. That is, the petition may be maintainable or may not be maintainable under this article, which will be decided solely upon the discretion of the Supreme Court. So moving on, so this petition is required to state all the facts that are necessary to enable the court to determine whether the SLP is to be granted or not, and it should be signed by the advocate on record, and the petition should also contain the statement that the petitioner has not filed any other petition in the High Court, and it should be accompanied by a certified copy of the judgment of the High Court against which it is appealed, and an affidavit by the petitioner verifying the same should also be accompanied by all the documents. So moving on to the scope of this SLP, the scope of the power vested by the Supreme Court of India under Article 136. I have already mentioned that the Constitution of India vests with the Supreme Court a discretionary power, and it is solely on the discretion of the Supreme Court to grant special leave or not, and it will decide whether to hear the plea or not. So an aggrieved party from the judgment of the High Court cannot uh, claim special leave to appeal as a right, but it is a privilege with the Supreme Court of India which is vested, and this leave to appeal can be granted by it only, that is as a matter of right. You cannot file this leave petition. It is upon the discretion of the Supreme Court to either hear it or not. So this is a residual power which is vested in the Supreme Court of India, and yeah, this was about its scope. And next I'll discuss a few cases regarding the SLP, regarding its maintainability. So first and the foremost very important case here is of the Pritam Singh versus the state, which says that the Supreme Court is vested with a wide discretionary power, and such power is to be used is to be exercised sparingly and only in exceptional cases, and also where it is shown that exceptional and special circumstances exist, and that there is substantial question of law which arises, and there is grave injustice which has been done to the parties by the judgment or the order of the High Court. Only in such cases an SLP can be filed. So this is one of the very important case in regarding Article 136 of the Constitution. Moving on to the case of Kunhayyamad versus the state of Kerala, where it was observed by the court that it is the court observed that while hearing such a petition, the court is not exercising its appellate jurisdiction and is merely exercising its discretionary power to grant or not grant the leave to appeal. So the court also said in this case that this power is divided into two parts. First is that deciding upon the maintainability and non-maintainability of the petition, and only if when the court says yes that this petition is maintainable, we will hear it, only then the appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court will arise. So this was held at Kunhayyamad versus the state of Kerala. So yeah, it is very much the again and again same points, that if there is exceptional cases and substantial question of law or grave injustice has been done, only then a special leave petition will be maintainable, otherwise it will not. So I hope you guys have understood this video, and if you have any question, do ask me and share the feedback, and yes, also like and share this video. So thank you everyone for watching.